Awesome! I'm super excited to invite the second place winners of Hackathon 3.5, Team Conversations. Over to you, Ishtiaq.
Hey guys, this is Ishtiaq and this is Team Conversation. This is Nusrat, Diwash, Miftah, Jitu and Nabila. Nusrat?
So, let me first tell you about why we did the conversation project. So basically, our main motivation behind it was that while the commenting system in CMP is probably sufficient, but still it was missing a very crucial part of it, which was the private and direct messaging between our editors and contributors. So that was, I think, the initial part where we got really excited about working for Team Conversation, where we can have a chat app that allows you to directly and privately message between any two users of CMP. Why don't you talk more about how we did it?
So basically, when we started the project, I think for most of us, this was the most exciting part, that we are going to build literally a Facebook Messenger for our people. So this was really great feeling when we started, and the initial UX of the whole application was a little bit inspired by how LinkedIn doing the private messaging inside of their application. So basically when we started, it was the idea was to keep it simple and just making it available, doing the direct messaging in between two different users in the CMP. But by the time we finished it, we actually had implemented the direct messaging in between all the users of different instances, and there were email notification, in-app notification, and so many other things that one of the things is I think we had desktop application.
Yeah, so basically sometimes some user may not want to log into CMP. So for that we had a workaround. We created a desktop version where they could just use this feature of the conversation app and then just communicate with everyone in all the users in CMP. And besides that, we also wanted to, we also sort of implemented a context-aware feature where you could just basically tag a task or a pitch request in the chat.
Right.
So Jitu could elaborate on the vision or the future goal for this app.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things that inspired us is Slack. So people actually want to do the conversation through an app and through chats instead of sending long emails. So in that case, our application was context aware, so it knows what you're actually talking about. So you can actually discuss around a problem like a pitch, or discuss around a task, and have that conversation in the app. So I think that was one of the things which is actually differentiates us, this app, with any other chat application.
Right.
Other than that,
yeah.
We had a desktop application, as Miftah was saying, and all the in-app notification. And the final motivation was moving people away from emails to conversation.
And there was one more thing I remember now, that we were very much inspired by Bloomberg chat app, because it's such a sticky feature, and when you have something like it, it's very difficult for users to get away from it. So that was also another motivation for us to do it. And Nabila, why don't you tell about what do we want to do with the conversation app?
Before Nabila starts, I will just interrupt here for a second, because I think people would like to know where we were at the when we started this. So we were in a stage where we really wanted to share it with the people and beta test it. So we actually were in a stage where we created a test instance with the production database. So because of the risk of using production database, we could not actually deploy it into the production, but it was there. So.
And one more thing I remember, because we are talking about it, we should definitely mention how much Shaf and Megan Katucci contributed in our project. So Megan actually helped us a lot about how about the input and the requirements of it, how people feel this is so important to do. And on the other side, Shaf was always directing us and guiding us and mentoring us, how we can focus on the core basic part of it so that we can achieve that within our hackathon time. And even I remember when our science fair was going on, that additional time after the presentation, Shaf was continuously asking us and working together with us in Slack that hey guys, if you can still put it into production and you can still showcase how far we have actually gone. So that was very motivating for us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
That
was
was
amazing.
inspired.
Yeah, right, obviously.
Right. So in future we'll try to put it in production. Currently it was in beta, but it's removed from that. So in future we'll try to do it in production, and also we'll try to take it in ideation team, take on Cambly ideation team. So yeah, that's the future goal.
And who knows, in the next hackathon we might even be completing
Have
it.
like a V2 of it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
How exciting! How exciting! Thank you guys for your time, and we're looking forward to seeing big things from you in Hackathon 4.0.
Yeah, and
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.